Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bracha Akodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who will well. Peace, blessing to the saints that are Akim, namely the elect by the pushing the street and four corners of the youth, giving all diligence to make the calling and yet show. Lazy brother Kwana from the Pimos in Camp Trinidad. Coming once again to the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai to do our lesson, Lord willing, that edifying to the elected nation of Israel. Alright, and what released them this lesson is this article. You know that the Lord had me to stumble upon. Alright. I'm just gonna read it. They appears to look like Jake. Alright, the Lord had ham spirit on them in the sense of all the mouth bop with all kind of different devices that Ham uses. But it says they are co-wives. The one treading is the second wife. The baby the first wife is holding belongs to the second wife. The husband will return home to see his family happy. This is how first and second wives lives in peace in Africa before white man brought their culture of one man, one wife. Today we have more divorced single mothers and problematic relationship. The white man who advised African with one man, one wife, and now advising African to go into man to man or woman to woman marriages. Use your sense, says my brothers and sisters. So we're going to start off with the precept here in Proverbs chapter 12 and verses 26. It says, the righteous it says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. Alright, and this is a clear straight up cut to Esau Edom and to Jake's too. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. They were more greater because why? Scripture says this is your wisdom and your knowledge in front of the nations, and then here he comes. Alright, infiltration. Well, this is how you're supposed to live. This is what you're supposed to do. You know, you not too long come out from the Caucasus Cross Mountain during the time of the Renaissance or the rebirth, because that what Renaissance actually means, rebirth. The revive of your kingdom, and you come out here thinking that you know it all. You's a caveman, yo. Alright? But the ways of the wicked was seducing him, and that is what happened to our people. On the four corners of the earth as we speak. But what the scripture says, what it is, Psalms 55. Just wait 1 second. Psalms 50 and verse 16. It says, but unto the wicked Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? So he trying to oppose himself as some good character. Well, this is not how it's supposed to do. This is what it's supposed to take. You understand? But unto the wicked he said, what hast thou to do? This had nothing to do with you on how Israel is supposed to be living. Alright, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai set it up perfectly. Alright, how his people are supposed to be living. A man could have more than one wife if he choose to, once that woman is not exposed to a man. Alright, and she wasn't betrothed, and he betrothed her, she becomes his wife. Alright, and she belongs to that man until death do their part. That is the way it's supposed to be. Alright, that's the way it's supposed to be. But here comes Esau Edom, alright, going into different lands, which he did on the four corners of the earth. Alright, that's why he had a covering cast over the face of the people, because he was given a opportunity to rule for a period of time. Alright, he had a time to rule, which he ruling still, but guess what? His kingdom is at a collapse. as you can see, really and truly would really want to emphasize on this Proverbs 12 and 26, because in the article where it says, right, from more than one wives, you know, to one wife, and then from one wife to straight outright abominable acts you want to bring in now. All right, but before we read back this precept, let's just prove through the scriptures, all right, that a man could have more than one wife if he choose to. This is Deuteronomy 21 and verses 15. It says, if a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated. I'm just using the precept to prove, all right, because it's here in the scriptures. All right, if a man have two wives, this is the point. So it's lawful. Most people might try to gainsay, but you have to understand where this philosophy or doctrine came from. That philosophy or doctrine came from who? Esau, Edom. As you can see in the article right here, where it says they are co-wives. The one treading is the second wife. The baby, the first wife is holding belongs to the second wife. So look at that. In this imagery here, you can see, like, like the happy here, this one handling, she plaiting up, she here, she holding the baby, orderly. It says their husband will return home to see his family happy. This is how first and second wives lives in peace in Africa before white man brought their culture. All right, because he's a culture vulture. That's what Esau is. He subverted whole houses. All right, the people who live in good, which they look like Jake. They appears to be Jake. All right, but I don't know, but I just speculating, right? And then you come with a different philosophy and bring forth a different agendas. All right, so another scripture that's to prove that is Judges 8. Judges 8 and verse 30 says, and Gideon had 310 sons of his body begotten, for he had many wives. He had many wives, so that's 70 children Gideon had. Right? And one woman cannot produce 70 children, as the scripture now says, for he had many wives. Alright, so let's tie it back into Proverbs 12 and 16. Alright, and there's something to be mindful of, because he's a fowler. Proverbs 12 and 26, it says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. And that is a lot of our people, because they will consider to be what? The righteous. The Israelites will consider to be the righteous. Alright, but 2/3 of our people are not like that. Alright, because a remnant who is striving for the mastery, which is labeled as the elect. And in the elect, there is 144,000 governing body, all right, in the elect, all right. And this is the raw fact, all right. The way of the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduces him. And a lot of seducing going to happen. They're going to be so seduced that they're even going to stretch for their hand, all right. That is how seduced they're going to be. They're going to stretch for the hand, and to the spirit, what you see in that image or that information that was shared, all right, via that imagery and the writings, was gradualism. You understand? You see gradualism. You see, he come in, they had living a life according to the scriptures. A man can have more than one wife. That is a lawful act, all right. Then now you start to see, say, one woman to one man. And now you hear him coming straight out, right, with his homosexual acts. Alright? What that is gradualism. You understand? Man on man. This is what Esau want to push. And eventually, alright, he's going to tell you, well, hey, this thing is real nice and real this. Which you're speaking concerning about the RFID microchip. Alright? That is where he's going to initially come in. It says what the ways of the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduces him. And a lot of seducing going to take place. Alright, a lot of seducing going to take place. So this just was a quick one through the spirit. Hopefully it was edifying to the elected nation of Israel. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Bahasham, Raha Kodash, double honors to the apostles, honor as a great millstone, do well. Peace, blessing to the saints, Hakiam, many like Virgin pushing the chicken before Conozaliate, giving all diligence to